Hey friends, I'm Diane and welcome to my Farmstead dream. We have got to get this office cleaned up. I have not had a chance to come in here and get it organized and cleaned up since we moved in because life has just gotten really busy since we moved, since Mom passed, and so I've really just spent a lot of time trying to keep up. But my office is a complete disaster area. It is a mess, and I'm here showing you just how big of a mess it is. And apart from what you see in the office right now, there are still more boxes in the garage that need to come into the office. But I don't know that they're going to fit, so I'm going to have to go through some things and dwindle them down and pick what's the most important to me and get rid of a lot. Just simply because I don't have enough room for it. And I have a plenty big enough craft room or office. It's kind of both. But, since I'm probably going to have to go back to work, I'm not going to have as much time to spend in here, and there's no sense in all of this goodness sitting in here not being used. So I haven't quite yet decided what I'm going to do with all of it. So maybe that will come at a later date. So I just wanted to show you a before shot of the office and how crazy it is. And then we're going to clean it up. And I'm going to do some fast forward with some music in bits and pieces, and I'll be talking in bits and pieces. So let's just get started. Here I'm just trying to move things around so that I can see where they best fit in the room. And then I'm starting to unpack some boxes and just get some things out. So it's kind of hard when you're trying to unpack to know where to put everything until you kind of know how much you have. So I'm trying to unpack boxes and find spaces for them. And I'm probably going to move things around quite a few times because, well, that's what you do when you have ADHD. I clean and I organize in sporadic bursts. So that's just how it works in my brain. And, it's kind of like squirrel. If I turn around and I see something that needs to be done, then whatever I was doing before kind of gets forgotten for a second. So you may notice a little bit of that sporadic thought process during this video. Here I'm going through my books and I'm trying to pick and choose which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to donate, probably to a thrift store. We have a nice little thrift store near where Sunshine works that they do a lot of work in the community, and they're very giving. When he has new clients come into his program, a lot of times they're not in the best of shape in their life, and so this thrift store will allow them to come there and shop for clothes for free, just to kind of help them get on their feet. So anytime we have things that we want to donate, we like to donate to that particular thrift shop because they do help so much, and they do a lot of other work in the community, not just that, but that's just one instance of what they do to kind of help people. So I'm trying to go through the books to see, the ones that I love the most, and just keep the favorite ones and get rid of the ones that are, I guess you could say, unnecessary. Because in my other craft room, I had tall bookcases, but here I kind of changed things up a little, trying to make it look a little neater. And so I just have these short 2-shelf bookcases in the office now. So I just have to go through things and find a way to let go of some things and just keep the ones that are my favorites. As you can see here, I'm in different clothes, and I'm actually in my pajamas. And I'm sorry I'm on video in my pajamas, but when you're in your house cleaning, you want to be comfortable. So it is what it is. But it took me actually a couple of days to get the job done, simply because it was so much. And I have to start and stop to go get the kids from school and things like that. So it just takes a couple of days, and that's kind of how my life has been ever since we've moved. It feels like no smooth flow, like I have constant interruptions. So it's hard to ever complete a task all at one time. And so it makes it a little more difficult to get things done. And it can sometimes be quite frustrating. And not only that, I've come into this room several times and attempted to do the job that I'm doing now, which is unpacking boxes, getting things organized and put away where they are going to stay or live. And honestly, each time I would come in here, I would, kind of look around, and it's been a struggle because I would get really overwhelmed and almost to the point of panicky. Like, I would come in here and start trying to figure out where to put things, and there were so many things that I had to put up and find places for, that it just literally caused me quite a bit of stress. I would get stressed, and I don't know why I've had such a hard time with this, because normally when I have to move, and get to the point of unpacking, I just go at it head first, and just get it done. I'm one of those people that if a job needs to be done, then you just jump in with both feet and you get it done. And this time, for some reason, I have really struggled. And I don't know if any of y'all know. It's not something I really talk about a lot, but I think that maybe it needs to be addressed. Maybe it could help someone else. So I'm going to be a little vulnerable here and say that I have some PTSD from working as a sheriff's deputy. And it took me a long time to realize that it had affected me in the way that it affected me, but it did. And I've accepted that fact now. And so I deal with some things that I've never dealt with before in my life, as far as the PTSD and some anxiety, and things like that, and the migraines that I have cause anxiety as well. And so, it's just something that I deal with, and I'm not saying that for pity or anything like that. I just want to put it out there that, sometimes we as humans, we deal with stresses and traumas in different ways, and I guess this is the way my body is dealing with what I went through. And so anyway, I don't know even why I went there, but I did. So there you have it. But anyway, you can see here that I am unloading my craft carts and trying to reorganize them and get them to a point to where they're a little more usable for what I want to use them for. I had originally had paints and mixed media things in these carts, but I need something that's going to be able to be pulled beside my desk when I want to use it, since I don't have the shelving space that I had before. So one cart I am making as the mixed media cart and then my sewing machine on top, and the other cart I put laces and things like that in to be able to pull over to the desk when I need them. And now I'm at the computer desk and I'm trying to go through all of my papers and things that I've just kind of piled on the desk as I've been working in this room at the computer, because that's pretty much basically all I've used this room for so far, is to work at the computer and edit videos and pay my bills and things like that. So anyway, now I just want to vacuum up the floor and get everything looking nice and neat. Okay, so look what a mess I've made. This is all containers, empty containers that I had brought in case I needed them. Empty boxes, a mop, and then all this is stuff that I'm getting rid of. So I guess now it's time to get this cleaned up. And it's raining outside, so I'm going to throw my hair up and throw on my shoes, and we're going to get this done as quickly as we possibly can. This mess in this room is simply from all of the boxes and all of the things that I had brought in from the garage to try and help me organize the office a little better. And of course, some things were mixed in that weren't office things, like this food processor sitting on the table here. So just grabbing everything and trying to get it taken back out to the garage or put where it needs to be stored, and trying to clean up a little. So just trying to get things straightened up. And this little shelf here will be gone. It's I'm looking for a little pantry to be able to put right there, but for now we have a wire rack storing what we need there, and hopefully I can find a pantry pretty soon and get that little corner looking a lot neater. Okay, here is the somewhat finished office, and I'll have to do some different things to it once I start working, making things in it again, because, you always find things that need to be moved around, things that you need in a different spot or whatever. So, and I'm going to get some more lighting in here, because some of these corners are dark. Like over here is dark. Here's my computer desk. And I'm going to bring you back over here again. I do have a lamp to put over in this corner to kind of shine over my desk. And then I have this that has the ring light on it that will help as well. So that's basically the office. I'll show you the closet. It's, again, I still need to do some organizing in the closet. It's pretty full. And as I start to use these things, you'll have to move things around and all that good stuff. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help me out a little. And I'm sure I'm gonna, oh, sorry about the finger in the in the video. I'm sure I'm gonna have to do some organizing on these carts too. And then this area here looks crowded. That's because it is, but that's because these are all the things that I use the most, so I don't mind that it looks crowded. But anyways, I will see you in the next video. Big hugs.